A rare glimpse of local lore and history from the perspective of death, a meeting we all meet. This sacred ground has history far back into the medieval era of London. Of the notable estimated 15,000 unmarked pauper's graves, Our Ladies of the Night were buried here. This site was once unconsecrated ground for the single women as a single woman's churchyard. It stands between Winchester Palace and Southwark Cathedral here on the south side of the Thames. For 500 years, under the jurisdiction of the Bishop of Winchester, prostitution was perfectly legal in these parts. It was licensed and regulated by the church. By Shakespeare's time, this was like a red light district, with the church profiting from it. The women of this protected profession were only protected in this life as they were denied a Christian burial. This meant that a lot of these ladies of the night were just unceremoniously thrown into a shallow hole in the ground right here underneath my feet. These women are known to history and the lore as the Winchester Geese. We briefly mentioned them in our Winchester Palace episode, and this site earned the eerie name of Crossbones. By the Victorian era, this area had devolved into lawlessness. Even the police feared to tread here. Not far from here is Guy's Hospital, and at that time, bodies were needed to study human anatomy. With Crossbones, an unconsecrated and overcrowded graveyard close by, it became a prime target for grave robbers. It all came to a head in 1853, when the site was officially closed on the grounds of overcrowding, and it was becoming a hazard to public health and decency. Since then, the site was used as a fairground, a timber workshop, and finally ended up in the hands of Transport for London. In the 1990s, the site was excavated within the context of the London Underground expansion. When the archaeologists explored the site, they removed nearly 150 skeletons. It was estimated to be just 1% of the total count. And of them, they think that nearly 60% were under the age of 18. The plans for the expansion were canceled, and Crossbones became a memorial site. One of those involved in its protection was a man named John Constable. During an acid trip in 1996, he claims that a goose told him all of the secrets and stories of the graveyard. This is the inspiration for the Southwark Mysteries, a series of poems and plays he wrote a few years later. These were actually performed on the stage at the Globe. Constable is also one of the co-founders of the Friends of the Crossbones, an organization that takes care of the graveyard and has been holding vigils here every month since 1998. Today, the Bankside Open Spaces Trust is responsible for the maintenance of this protected heritage site and is actually open to the public. The plaque just behind me remembers the Winchester Geese as well. The church even consecrated the graveyard after the fact, given in a blessing by Southwark Cathedral's dean on July 22, 2015. Beautifully, that is also Mary Magdalene's feast day, rather an appropriate day for this space. You're still here! Awesome! Please, by all means, share, like, and subscribe for more of our content, because if you like this episode, odds are you'll probably like more of our stuff. See you next time. So many ribbons!